Lordstown Motors is going public via a merger with a blank check company, DiamondPeak Holdings. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we have some exciting news for you. I genuinely, guys, I'm so excited to make this video. I literally only found this out like half an hour ago, and oh my god, you guys know me. You know I am extremely bullish and extremely passionate about the company that is Workhorse. I've posted a video about them every single Friday over the last week, and they have literally been the best videos on these channels. You guys love Workhorse as well. 2 weeks ago on the channel, I spoke about the fact that there were rumors circulating that Lordstown Motors could potentially be going public via SPAC. I did not give it too much attention, but I did think it was an extremely exciting idea. And here we are, people. It is happening. If you are up to date with Workhorse, you know why this could be absolutely massive. But of course, we are going to get into all of the juicy details in this video here today. There is just something about Workhorse, people. But anyway, right before we get into the video, can I please ask you to smash a like, as it genuinely helps me and the channel out so much. You guys always destroy that like button on these Workhorse videos. Let's try do it again. Please, if you're new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. Once we get to 20,000 subs, this merch is dropping, the official Not a Financial Advisor merch. And please do drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this news and this company in general. I know an awful lot of you guys are going to be really excited about this one. With all that being said, let's get into what is actually happening in regards to Lordstown Motors right now. So, no messing about, straight into it. Electric pickup truck maker Lordstown Motors to go public through buyout by SPAC DiamondPeak. Oh, it's so exciting. So, electric work vehicle maker Lordstown Motors Company will become a public company as it has agreed to be acquired by special purpose acquisition company or blank check company DiamondPeak Holdings Corp. This news literally came out less than 2 hours ago, and already this SPAC is up over 17%. Now, I've checked, they are not on trading 212 yet, so if you're like me and that's the broker you use, we can't get involved in this particular play, but it's okay. It is going to affect us Workhorse investors positively as well. The deal implies a $1.6 billion equity value for Lordstown. Now remember Workhorse's partnership with Lordstown Motors. This is very important. Workhorse granted Lordstown Motors a license to technology and design of the Workhorse W15 pickup truck. Lordstown will be the sole manufacturer of the vehicle, and the 6.2 square foot facility was purchased from GM. This is important, from General Motors, and can produce up to 250,000 vehicles a year. Workhorse will retain a 2-year non-dilutable 10% equity stake in Lordstown Motors in exchange for the license of the technology. 10% equity stake. Workhorse will also receive a royalty fee for each electric pickup truck delivered by Lordstown. But this 10% equity stake, people, a deal that implies a $1.6 billion equity value for Lordstown. That's 160 million for Workhorse. People are clearly excited, okay? Trading volume in this SPAC DPHC topped 790,000 shares, more than the full day average of about 110,000 shares. People are excited, and rightfully so. And a little bit more on Lordstown, okay? Their flagship insurance pickup truck has received more than 270,000 pre-orders, which represents more than $1.4 billion in potential revenue already. Oh my goodness. Workhorse investors are clearly liking this as well. We are up over 5.5% pre-market. Friday was a very bad day, a lot of you will be aware, but this is fantastic, and it is outperforming the EV market in general. We look at Tesla, for example, they're up 1.28% pre-market. Helion not even up 1%. NIO is actually doing very well pre-market, up 4.69%, but Workhorse is leading the pack off of the back of this news. And by the way, this is a definitive merger agreement, okay? It is happening. And the company will remain listed on the NASDAQ under the new ticker symbol RIDE, right? As of right now, it is DPHC if you are wanting to look into the actual SPAC company. Lordstown Endurance will be the first full-size electric pickup truck designed to serve the US commercial fleet market, with initial production expected the second half of 2021. So the actual production and commercialization of these vehicles is still a considerable period away, but Workhorse gets 10% equity now. Approximately $675 million of gross proceeds that are expected from the transition will be used to fund production of the Endurance and its innovative in-wheel electric hub motor design. Remember that Workhorse also gets a percentage of every single one of these trucks that gets sold. So having money to up production and be able to, fulfill all of these pre-orders, very important. And again, there's already 27,000 pre-orders and production still over a year away. People want these. Transaction includes a $500 million fully committed PIPE. I've explained what that is in the past. This is just a private investment in public equity. So it involves the selling of publicly traded common shares or some form of preferred stock or convertible security in private investors. But anyway, that also includes $75 million of investments by General Motors, okay? We'll speak a little bit more about that in addition to investments from institutional investors including Fidelity Management and Research Company LLC, Wellington Management Company, Federal Harms Kaufman Small Cap Fund, and funds and accounts managed by BlackRock, among others. Some massive investors' names in there. Pro forma implied equity value of the combined company is approximately $1.6 billion. Combined company board of directors will include Steve Burns, you may well know who Steve Burns is if you watched a few of my videos in the past, the founder and CEO of Lordstown, and David Hamoto, chairman and CEO of DiamondPeak. And the transaction is expected to close the 4th quarter of this year, not too far away at all. This is really exciting, okay? I honestly didn't expect this to happen so soon. I am buzzing off this, you can probably tell. I don't think I've been this electric in a video in a while. And one thing again that should fill us investors with loads of confidence, okay? So again, David Hamoto, chairman and chief executive officer of DiamondPeak, added, "We have evaluated hundreds of companies for more than a year, and Lordstown stood out as a differentiated, high-growth company at the confluence of electric vehicles and light-duty trucks. Two highly valuable areas of focus and tremendous opportunity in the automotive sector." And I completely agree. Lordstown Motors, incredible company, incredible prospects, and the things that it's going to do for Workhorse is also absolutely incredible. They've already captured a clear lane of customers in the fleet market, and the team's vast experience and track record in launching both traditional and electric vehicles, as well as the company's strong strategic relationships, provides Lordstown with a unique competitive advantage and positions the company to achieve its milestone of commencing production of the Endurance in the second half of next year. Let's go, baby! So the $75 million investment from General Motors includes certain in-kind contributions that have already been provided to Lordstown. This loan was largely to do with help launching the first project. And literally, right now, as I'm recording this video, there is an investor conference call going on, okay? I will listen to this later on today or as soon as it gets publicized and come back to you guys with information, either on Friday when I do the next Workhorse video, or I'll just do a post on YouTube just to keep you guys in the loop. But oh baby, am I excited. Now, for those of you who are completely and utterly up to date with this company and understand, you know, the somewhat conspiracy theorists out there, everything to do with Trump, Ohio, the USPS, etc, etc, here's a few little things I want to show you quickly. Donald Trump planning August 6th fundraiser in Northeast Ohio. So August 6th fundraiser in Northeast Ohio. At this stage, you should all be aware, Trump needs Ohio. It's a swing state. He needs their votes to get re-elected as president. Ohio just so happens to be where the Lordstown Motors plant is, etc, etc. You should all already know this. The visit will mark Trump's first to the state since January when he held a rally in Toledo. Trump won Ohio by 450,000 votes in 2016. As of right now, they have consistently showed Democratic former Vice President Joe Biden running competitively despite little investment thus far. Something like this, okay, could push him over the edge. Now, the next day, the US Postal Service Board of Governors are to meet. August 7th. So this is, you know, a standard meeting, okay, call to order and remarks of the chairman, remarks of the Postmaster General and CEO, etc, etc. You all know what these meetings entail. Quarterly financial report, quarterly service performance report. Who knows if some small piece of information could get leaked here in regards to the contract. And then what's really odd, okay, Workhorse second quarter earnings, August 10th, 2020. This was for August 6th. This was for the same day Trump was doing this fundraiser, and before this USPS meeting, it has been changed to August 10th. Now, it may not mean very much whatsoever, but I do still think it's interesting. You know, in those crime movies when people have walls full of information on people and they just have to connect the dots? That's what Workhorse is like. Now again, this could well be nothing, but regardless, it is going to be important to keep an eye on this and this. And of course, regardless, we do want to keep an eye on Workhorse's quarterly earnings just to see what is happening. Now, if you go to Lordstown Motors Twitter, there is this 2-minute long video explaining a little bit more about what's happened. I do recommend you go and watch it, but it's not any crazy information. But one more thing to note is that the CEO seems very, very happy, okay? And he is also speaking about the fact that they have a very good relationship with General Motors. And one very important thing he says here is that the financing that will come through this merger is pretty much the last piece of the puzzle that they needed to get to production. So who knows, we could actually end up seeing these potentially before the second half next year. Now, that may still well not happen, but it's looking better than it has before. It's all so exciting. They also do have this great little promotional video at the moment just showing the truck. It's quite cool. It's only like a minute long if you want to check that out as well. But we are looking good, baby. Now look, this is brand new news, you know what I mean? I'm sure that over the next day or two, some more information will come out in regards to this. A few more people will report on it. Whatever new information that comes out, I will have in Friday's video. I just wanted to get this out to you guys absolutely ASAP so that you are aware of what's going on. There's one article here, and I want to speak about this. Workhorse Group could be a $26 stock by next year. Right now, it's about a $15 company, okay? I believe it has so much, and I mean so much more potential than this gives credit for. Now, this was obviously just from one analyst. Every analyst has their own stock predictions, okay? And in this man in particular, the potential for 63% gains over the next 12 months. I personally think it could be so much higher, especially if things are to go right. I mean, especially if we get this USPS contract. That could happen in a matter of weeks, never mind a full year. I get really passionate about Workhorse, okay, and I am aware of that. I am a bull. I'm really excited about the company. I love them. So I always want to make it extra clear in these videos that just because I'm so excited doesn't mean it's safe, okay? Things could go horribly wrong, okay? And Workhorse could easily lose 63% of its value. And I 100% understand that, and you should as well. It's a growth stock, okay? It's a new company. They're not making money, you know what I mean? They don't have many products out there right now. It's still largely a concept, okay? It's a growth stock. They carry risks always, so don't get too excited without doing the research. And I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I am aware that when I get excited about a company, a lot of you guys do as well. Please always do due diligence. Don't ever invest because I do or anybody else does. Please, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, he's obviously speaking about the contract, and that's playing a big part of the reason on why he thinks that, you know, they could go up 60+%. It would be a big feather in Workhorse's cap if it could snag a chunk of the production. And that's important because Rivian already has an order for Amazon to purchase 100,000 electric trucks, with the first 10,000 hitting the streets in 2022, sorry. Rivian's having some issues right now. Tesla is currently suing them. I went through this in my last Workhorse video. The other three companies in the running include Carzon, a Turkish manufacturer of commercial electric vehicles, and Mahindra Automotive North America, who have a gasoline and hybrid option. The final competitor is Ford, which is partnering with Oshkosh to provide a gas-powered truck. Honestly guys, okay, none of these other three companies are providing zero emission trucks. That is absolutely massive. I don't think enough people realize that or give it the credit. Every single month, it seems like there is a new incentive coming out in regards to zero emission. Zero emission being really important words, electric vehicles. None of these companies have zero emission electric vehicles right now. They're all hybrids or gas-based, whatever, okay? Aside from that, Carzon, a Turkish manufacturer. No, like, why would the US want to do that? The main one I could see taking the biggest chunk of the contract, if it's not to be Workhorse, would be Ford partnering with Oshkosh, okay? More production, etc, etc. I hear your arguments. But again, it's a gas-powered truck. I don't see why USPS would want to go ahead and invest in a whole new fleet of gas-powered trucks when things like HVIP are coming out right now, and ultimately, all trucks are going to be electric in the future at some stage. It just seems like a poor investment to me. Now, obviously, I'm not saying this isn't a possibility. It most definitely is. And if Ford are to get some portion of the contract, it wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Workhorse does not need all of the contract by any means. But I still do think there's a very real possibility that Workhorse gets a very large portion of that contract. Form your own opinions, that's fine, that is where I stand. And as well, let's remember right now, okay, Lordstown Motors being in Ohio, okay, and Trump needing Ohio, as it is a swing state and he wants to obviously be re-elected. The new Postal Service head is a top Trump donor, people. Louis DeJoy, who has been a top donor to Trump and the Republican National Committee, was in charge of fundraising for the 2020 Republican National Convention. Obviously, this man and Trump share certain common interests, okay, and Trump is going to have some sort of influence over this man. It all points to Workhorse, baby. And obviously, there is so much more to this company that I have covered in like my last 4 videos on them, but oh baby, things are looking exciting as ever. I really just wanted to get this video made nice and quickly for you guys, as it is substantial news. I mean, it's very big news for us Workhorse investors, and I got so excited when I found this out. I was literally jumping around the place. And I know a lot of you guys are subscribed to the channel from Workhorse related content, so I want to keep you guys in the loop, people. If you watch until the end, I really do hope that you took some entertainment and value from this video. That is always the goal with these videos. And please, if you did enjoy, smash that like button for me if you haven't yet. It genuinely helps me out so much. And drop me a comment down below, let me know what you think. Those 2 things really do help me out. And of course, if you're new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button. Join the family. March dropping at 20,000 subs, baby. Anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, people. I will see you for tomorrow's video. Peace.